Hi, guys. Hopefully, you're watching this sometime on Sunday or early Monday morning. Um, right now, it's Saturday night at about 8 o'clock. This is how teachers spend their exciting Saturday nights, making videos for you guys. But we're going to do something new. We're starting on something new. If we were like working in the book, this is chapter 4. So far, we've learned the basics. Just kind of a real quick recap. We learned the first chapter, we learned about computer systems. Then we learned about output. Then we learned about input. And then we've started to touch into calculations. Now we're in the part of computer programming where we as programmers program the code to make decisions. We're going to be spending a lot of time, or I'm going to spend actually pretty much time on this one program to kind of give you some ideas of what I'm talking about. Right. I wrote this program and I had it commented out. And just seconds before I started making this video, I got rid of all the comments. I wanted to make this code as clean as I can so you can watch the stuff as it happens. So first, let's talk about what we've got here. We've got the IO stream and the IO manip because on down, I'm going to do the see out, fix, show point, set precision that we used last week. All right, I made a constant integer high score and I set it to 95. I've got three more ints, score 1, score 2, score 3. Right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to have the user enter three scores, test scores, homework scores, whatever, and then it's going to average them. It's going to average them and assign it to a double. And the double is going to be called average. All right. So as you can see here, see out, enter three test scores. It was test. And I will average them. And I made it inline. So I'm going to put in like 90, 95, and 100 with a space in between it. Then I hit enter. And then the CN line will take all three of them in. Assign them to score 1, score 2, and score 3. Just the way I programmed them, I could have entered them one at a time. But for the purpose of this, I thought it'd be a little bit faster if I just entered them all three at the same time. The next line right here, line 16, I'm going to take score 1, score 2, score 3, all integers, and add them together. Most of your teachers aren't going to give you a 53 and a half or a 98.3 or something like that. They're going to give you a whole number. So that want to make it real life like that. Then I divide by 3.0, which is a float. And then I'm going to assign it to average, which if you look up here is a double. Right? Then I'm going to see out, fix point, show point. The show point again is for zeros. Set precision 1, so it's going to be like 95.3, 97.2. And then I'm going to see out your average is and see out the average. So nothing we haven't seen before there. This is the new part right here. All right. An if statement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this. This is an if statement. In parentheses, it's pretty common the way it is. If average is greater than high score, we set high score to 95. You can see up here. So if the average is greater than high score, it's going to see out congratulations. That's a high score. If it's not, all right, we're working our way through this program, it's not going to do anything. There's nothing else down here. All right, let's run this a couple times so you can see how this if statement works. All right, enter three test scores. I'm just going to go ahead and enter. This person made 100, 100, and 100. Oops, not 1,000. All right, I got three straight CNs. I'm going to hit enter. Boom, your average is 100, and it got down to the if statement. Is your test average greater than 95? Yeah, it is. So congratulations, that's a high score. All right, I'll let you look at it again. If average is greater than high score, High score is 95. Congratulations, that's a high score. So let's do something different here. Enter three scores. Somebody made a 90, and a 95. You can see that it's not going to meet the high score, but let's go ahead and run it anyhow. Your average is 91.7. We set the fixed and the show point where it's going to give us a point something. So, but you notice it did if your average is greater than 95, it'll see out congratulations. It didn't see out congratulations. All right. All right, let's look at something else. Let's do less than. All right. If average is less than high score, let's just change the message. Wah, wah. Sorry about luck. Okay. Now we're doing something different. We're looking to see if the average is less than high score. Running it. All right. Let's say this person made a 90. 90 and a third 90. Your average is 90. Wah, wah. Sorry about your luck. That was generated because in your comparison statement, if average is less than high score, see out, wah, wah. Sorry about your luck. So that's greater than and less than. Let's look at something. Now, this is the part that you will have. I guarantee. I mean, I've never met anybody, any human being that's did any programming that's not made mistakes with this before. You're going to see if something is equal to each other. You can't put just an equal sign in there. All right, that's an assignment statement. What that does is make high score equal average. If you want to compare, you have to put back-to-back equal signs. Looks weird, but that's what works. Now, this is going to compare average to high score. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to see out close, but it's a tie. All right. So if average equals high score, if average equals 95, it's going to see out close, but it's a tie. $95, $95, $95. So the average is going to be 95.0. And you can see 95.0 is equal to 95.0. So that means the C out is generated. Let's try something else. You'll be sick of watching this code before the night's out. 96, 99, 97. Enter. Your average is 97.3. The C out didn't generate because your average score is not equal to high score. Yeah, high score. All right. So we got three things we've looked at. We've looked at greater than. We've looked at less than. We've looked at the comparison of two equal signs. And I can't stress this enough. Two equal signs when you're comparing average and high score. Okay. Not one, because all one will do here is you'll get errors probably, but this means high score. This means this is going to assign 95, your high score, to average. It's basically going to override your average that you've calculated here. So it's so important when you're comparing equal. Okay. Next thing is I want to show you greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal. All right. So if the average is greater than or equal to high score, we're just going to say congratulations. All right. So if the average of the three tests is greater than or equal, so let's test this. First, let's see if it's equal. 95, 95, 95. Yep, it said congratulations. All right. Let's run it again. And I'm going to go 94, 94, 95. So it's not going to be 95. You didn't get the congratulations. Now let's check the greater part. I'm going to run it one more time. 96, 96, 96, which will give us a 96 average. This should say congratulations, and it does. So if the average is greater than or equal to, and that's how you write it, the high score, then it C outs congratulations. And it's the same way with less than or equal to. All I do is flip this. All right. Looks like you're pointing, but that's the same thing as less than or equal to. Let's run it once just to see. So if the average is less than high score, let's see out our wah-wah. Right. $94, 95, 95 should give us a 94.3 average. Wah wah. Okay. So now you know how to use greater than, less than, the equal to, and I can't show you that enough, and then how to use greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. So that's 5 different ways of comparing numbers. All right, we're going to move on to the next thing. All right, let's say if average is greater than high score, let's say congratulations. Okay. And again, did you notice I used the /n/n? That's great when you're out seeing out stuff. That gives you extra n lines, right? So we're back to actually where we started. If average is greater than high scores, see out congratulations. Okay. Here's the new thing is else. Okay. If it's not greater than high score, it'll do this. All right. I want you to let this sink in for a second. If average ends up greater than high score, it says congratulations. If it's not, if it's the other thing, if it's if it's not greater than high score, it's going to do whatever this line says. Repeat that. If average is greater than high score, it's going to see out congratulations. If average isn't greater, let's see out our wah wah. And a frowny face. Okay. I'll say that again. So I'm going to type in, I'll go ahead and tell you what I'm going to type in. I'm going to type in 96, 96, 96. That'll give us a 96 average. All right. Will the average be greater than high score? Yep. So it's going to see out congratulations. 96, 96, 96. Congratulations. All right. This time I'm gonna type in 94, 94, 94. Watch how this exchanges control. If average is greater than high score, it's going to see out that, but it's not. It'll skip right past that because average is going to be less than high score. Then it goes to the else statement. Then it's going to see out wah wah. So 94, 94, 94. It's going to do the comparison. Your average is 94, wah wah, sad face. All right. So that's what the if else statements look like. All right. Let's see. One last thing I want to show you. I don't know how long. They don't give you a clock on these videos. I have no idea how long I've been talking, but I want to show you the way this works. Actually, let's keep it like this. I'm going to go after if average is greater than high score. I'm going to open up a bracket. Delete that one. So if average is greater than high score, everything in these brackets is going to happen. So I'm going to see out congratulations, get rid of one of these end lines. I'm going to see out great job. And another end line. And I'm going to see out some more. I'm going to see out you the man. Okay. So if average is greater than high score, I'm going to all of this will see out. I'm going to do the same thing with else. Let's put some brackets around it. Make it look a little more. See out. You stink. That's the G-rated version of what I was thinking. And okay. I'm going to enter some numbers. I'm going to enter it where the average is above high score. All right. It's going to be greater than high score. I made an error. Let's go back and find my error. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I left my endl open. All right. Everything looks fairly decent. So I'm going to make this 96, 90, whoops, space 97, space 99. Right. I hit enter. Your average is 97.3. Congratulations. Great job. You the man. Blah, 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 blah. All right. I forgot to put a. Inside the quotation marks, I'm going to go ahead and put a Endel. And you can stack these too. Watch this. I'm going to put another one in there. That's the same thing as an Endel. And I need to do that here. Well, I put Endels here. So I actually did two different things. It's not a good practice mixing, but it's worth you all seeing. Inside the quotation marks, I put the /n/ns, and down here I put Endels. Okay, both of them will run. If you see somebody programming like this, you'll probably think people don't know what they're doing. All right, I think this looks good. Let's run this. All right, let's go 94. Oops, I hit enter, but that's the same thing as hitting a space. 95, I'm going to hit it again. Enter. That's the same thing as introducing white space, 94. And I'm going to do another 94. When I hit enter, your average is 94.3. Wah, wah. Sad face, you stink. Right? So, I guess the big takeaways from this are the if and the else. And the other thing are the four operators. I'm going to go down here and type them so you can see them. All right. We had greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, and the one that I'm promising you will mess up at some point, the comparison of when you compare two things, you want two equal marks. This is, I can guarantee you this is going to be an exam question, is comparing this with this. This is an assignment. Whoop. This is an assignment right here. This here is a comparison. That's the answer to I'm giving you an answer right now to a midterm question. What's the difference between this and this? This is an assignment operator. This is a comparison. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you Monday, and we will start some of this. If you're watching this and wondering if you're watching this early Sunday, on Sunday night, I'm going to post the place where you all can enter your program 2. All right, guys, have a great rest of the weekend. I will see you Monday.